What's good, B1 family? It's your boy Big Dick. Welcome back to My Black Universe. So we're gonna start it off just right. We gotta get you laughing. Shout out to my dude Petty Sam. Y'all, if you ever come to YouTube, it's over with. It's over with. But for anybody that's from the diaspora that want to talk trash about our culture, we don't have a culture, whatever. Show them this clip.
I really miss my nigga. I really miss my nigga. White people you can sing it to, just change that into a W. Miss my wigger.
You see, B1 family, when you stand on lineage business, you get folk who are non-FBA that understand I need to be on the right side of history when this all goes down. Shout out to his brother for correcting his own. I don't know if they're exactly the same lineage as he is or the same, if they're Haitian and all that, but correcting other non-FBAs on who we are and how important we are.
A tether is a person that comes to this country.
Don't worry about the tether. Do you think there's a difference between financial Black American versus an African? Because I feel like even though I was born in Africa, most of my life was raised in America. I joined the military and I was ready to die for this country.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, I am African American.
Yeah, you are African American.
So do you think there's a difference between
and
those two?
you deserve every bit of America that you fought for and did everything for. Yeah. But your ancestors ain't do nothing for this country. To be honest with us, let's be real. They got us here. If it wasn't for their hard work, if it wasn't for what
you are the resident African American right now.
If African Americans win in their struggle in the United States, that is a blueprint for us in Africa and the rest of the world. So with their struggle for reparations, it equals to the conversation about what Sudan needs from England, what Sudan needs from the Arab world, what Sudan needs from every other person that has been able to take a part of South Sudan. Right?
That is a fallacy.
I think that goes.
You're assuming like that all of African Americans are.
All right, so this next dude, I've actually shared his stuff before, but he's kind of a stepping fetcher type Negro. And he was siding with Anton Daniels, that whole Anton and Corey thing went down. You know, I like to offer other perspective just so we can know who's out there, what's out there, so we don't get bamboozled later on when they try to switch up the messaging. We can always come back and say, nah, you was on some funny style business. We gonna rock with you.
Respectfully, what y'all wanted Anton Daniels to punch Corey Holcomb on the interview, then get sued for an assault, and then the case is proven because it's done in 4K? You got to think smarter. Anton Daniels just showed you the difference between two men that's the same age. Anton Daniels kept his composure. He stated facts. He stated himself correctly, and he never once came personal towards what Corey was saying, even when he felt like Corey was wrong. Now, Corey, what did he do on his end? He was being belligerent. He was yelling. He was being very much childish. He was cursing. He wasn't keeping his composure. He was very much emotional. You got to be more like Anton Daniels in a heated situation than Corey, because a nigga like Corey will get sent to jail or be in a grave. A nigga like Anton Daniels is going to be able to cool off in the car, go back home to his lady and his kids. You got to make selective decisions as a man. But just understand, when you see shit like that, never go the emotional route. Always keep your composure. Walk away with your head high, because it may just keep you breathing another day.
All right, B1 family. So this next brother, he breaks down how Anton is really not, who he say he is, and he's moving real weird. He says one thing and does another. And we've noticed that, and we know Anton is a tether. He's already come out of his mouth and said, he hopes we never get reparations because that'll mess up his dollar. And this Negro is the weirdest Negro. You notice the way he talks? Like his top teeth or something. It's like, I don't know what it is. I guess he got some dentures or something. I don't know what it is, but he got the weirdest talking posture. Like I don't know. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. But shout out to his brother. He's gonna break it down.
Because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah,
see,
let me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't
ain't
suck
nobody gonna
dick.
tell you to,
I don't suck dick.
Yeah, you do.
So fix
You doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick, homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't
Believe me
do
when
that.
I tell you.
I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit, homie.
I don't give a fuck about none of
Well,
this
I
shit
tell you
right
what.
now.
Watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
it's crazy that Anton is from Detroit and he don't get that saying that to a man is out of pocket. I get it's an analogy, but that's not an analogy that you use when you're talking to a man. It's so many other things you can say to prove your point, right? Right? And I get what he's trying to say is that Corey will give black people a pass for bad behavior, lewd behavior, all the different things. But to say it in that manner, in that setting, is just, it's not smart. And after he tried to make it about rage baiting, and I made you do that. You walked into a trap. And it's just, he ended up being the one that rage quit. And it don't make sense, man. Like, I question a lot of what Anton does, because on one hand, he'll say he's for empowerment and helping people, and the bag chasers help people make money and stuff, which is great. Love that. But then on the other hand, if you look him up and you look at his content, 90% of it is gossip. It's gossip. It's talking about other people's business. And it'd be different if there were like separate accounts for it. But like, bro, all the channels that bro has, it's gossip. It's panels talking about other people's business every single night, nonstop. I don't get it. And I used to watch bro's content like years ago with my lady, but I realized after she passed, I was like, damn, this man is married. He's been married for 20 years. And bro does nothing but talk about being a single man, talk about dating and all of that stuff. Like, what perspective do you have on dating if you've been married 20 years? And even then, if you and your lady got a situation where you can go and deal with other women in whatever capacity, that's not something that I would feel comfortable putting online, because that's embarrassing to my woman. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to try to be low key. Like, I don't understand. There's way too much hypocrisy with Anton. Like, again, I think a lot of bro's messaging is on point, but every time Corey brought it up, like, talk about the white man or whatever who does, like, he never wants to address things like that. He will skate past it every single time. He's really good at it. So it's like, I can't, that's true. That's also true.
And now we're finna see exactly how Anton is really not who he say he is. This white dude accosted him, and his voice, he ain't all that bass that he had in his voice with Corey, all that bravado, that's out the window. He's trying to tell him, like, I got money, I got cars, I'm gonna go get my this. Nobody, he don't care. As we learned with Kyle Rittenhouse, whiteness is worth $1 million. Actually, whiteness is worth $1 billion. So we already knew this about Anton. I'm just glad it's really out there so we can really push him all the way out. And anybody that rocks with him, we know they're on the other side.
Then I wouldn't be giving you this information at all. What's going on?
But we can't communicate. You're talking about,
well, good for you. I don't really care about whether or not you can. I don't care about what you're talking about, bro.
I know you don't, because you're the new generation. None of you guys care what we think. Why don't you record that?
Yeah, I want to hear what you got to say.
None of your generation cares what we think. Okay? You said that yourself, right? You're talking about being considerate, but yet you are very inconsiderate, as I cannot hear what's going on.
How did you address it?
Broadcast that on the motherfucking web that I helped build.
Let me ask you, can I ask you a question?
Take care of yourself.
Can I ask you a question?
Strawberry cheesecake?
But see,
no, you can't, because you can't afford my fucking time. You're a little boy compared to what I grew up in. I grew up in Hollywood, Florida. My grandfather owned that fucking corner. I grew up in Grosse Pointe, okay? On Yorkshire Street, 2 houses off fucking Jefferson. Where do you fucking live? Now you can't record. You know, your people can't hear now because I'm being considerate.
I'm gonna make you famous.
Considerate.
I'm gonna make you famous.
Make me fucking famous. James Francis Alul Jr. I'm in Facebook jail right now for talking shit like this. It's called reality. My grandfather helped build this motherfucking city. And you know what? The people who see me on this recording are gonna laugh their fucking asses off. They're gonna fucking laugh.
I'm gonna make you
They're
so
gonna
famous.
laugh so fucking hard. They are.
I can smell the alcohol on your breath. So I know you're drunk.
I just got done drinking scotch.
I can
you know
tell.
what? I just got here from New Jersey.
That's why I'm taking into consideration who you are. I know that you are. I know you're a drunkard.
You know, I was
so
a
I'm not
president
even.
of Ford. You know James D. Donaldson.
I don't really care about. I don't care about.
You want to overtalk? You want to be a cool man?
Look at him.
I was a consultant at Delphi, EDS, Ford Motor Company, General Motors, CBCC. How about that?
Anything else?
Fucking crazy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going back home to Florida next week. Been in New Jersey 4 months business consulting.
What makes us not listen to old people, and I'm gonna say it in front of him because I want him to understand.
Oh, you're not, we don't do teddy bears, suckers, stay spaces, corners, and blankies, all right? You can be a man and look at my face and tell me. You don't have to look at me.
Meanwhile, he's telling us about how he's in Facebook jail, but he's so rich. Yeah, okay.
I am. No,
anyways, the point.
For preaching the Constitution, because soon.
He's broke.
Michigan,
he's broke.
I live in Florida.
He's gonna be walking down the street shortly. We're not concerned about it. For some reason, they think that their word means so much more than everybody else's, and this is why people don't listen to the older generation. Real talk. Can you please back up?
Have you ever been in the Fortune 3? Have you ever been in the penthouse
back up? Dude is a drunk.
Okay with it too.
Dude is a drunk, and as a result, As a result, he thinks we care about his fake stories about who he is and where he come from, when the reality is that we don't care about any of it. When the reality is that
I'm gonna show you pictures of my fucking life. You wanna see me on that 80-foot?
I know you broke, bro. The beauty of it is that I caught it in real time for you guys to see. I seen his beater. I seen his broke car. I seen how broke he really is. And now he wanna show me some pictures, right? And he's drunk. So we gonna continue to have this conversation. Hey, can I make my order real quick?
Fucking excellent.
While he's talking.
No, I don't know. I'm going to talk loud now so you can't communicate with these people.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm going to interrupt you. You need to go home and reflect on this video as a young man, because that's all you are as a young man.
If I wasn't rich, I wouldn't even care about what you were saying, bro.
What street
I'm gonna drive
from Yorkshire.
I'm gonna drive my beautiful Porsche home.
My Porsche.
I'm gonna go to my huge home. And we know you broke and we know you drunk.
You know that?
All right?
You know cars don't mean shit. I told you my family.
Go ahead, keep going.
I told you where I'm from and where I live.
What else?
This is what else. Have a great night.
Now, last year I did a video saying the black church is dead. Didn't get a lot of views, didn't get a lot of traction. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all didn't like it. Probably was mad at me. So be it. But Drewski does a couple of skits. And hit the nail on the head and he go viral. Now I ain't mad at that because Drewski has a bigger platform than I do. He's been doing it for much longer than I have. But he wasn't lying, and neither was I.
Jesus, you are, Jesus, you are, Jesus, you are.
Still praise the Lord.
I need you to pray for my wife. Hey, come on, man. Hey, get your hands off my car. You gave tithes and offering? No. Back the fuck up, man. What's wrong with you, man?
Because I'm a Christian and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise.
Coming again. Jesus Christ is on his way.
So we are raising funds for a project in Zimbabwe. Yes, we are trying to get our congregation over in Africa. Amen. We wanted to raise $4 million for that.
But Lord said, I want to make a multi-millionaire out of someone, but they have to sow $10,000. He said, and they have to do that within 90 seconds. If you
that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Since we're on the subject of scams and scamming individuals, let's deal with these Somalis, and we're gonna find out a lot of information, and none of it I'm surprised by.
The U.S. State Department has ended all aid to Somalia after we found out that they destroyed 76 tons of food. These documents show us that they have also imperiled 1,650 tons of food meant for the rest of Africa with the World Food Program. Additionally, we have given them around $26.3 billion in aid between Western Europe and the United States. Western Europe and the United States has given $2 trillion to Africa since 1946. Now that is a long period of time, but that is 10 Marshall Plans, which could rebuild all of Europe, or 8 US Apollo plans to put us on the moon. So that's a lot of money. The Bretton Woods system, where we maintain the value of the US dollar in the interest of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, has created a dependent population, free of any innovation, which still cooperates with outside influences and outside investment like the Chinese state. It has not effectively prevented militia activity or violence. In fact, there are 35 wars in Africa right now. The United States should cancel all foreign aid to these nations and to the Near East. Obviously, we pay nations like Egypt and Jordan a lot because they are very proximal to Israel. This aid has allowed Africa to grow rapidly, going from around 228 million people to 1.5 billion people, and by the end of this century, they will be more than 2 billion people, or a great portion of all the people on the planet.
So they found the ringleader of the Somali fraud scam in Minnesota. A white woman. So now what?
I am not surprised that a white woman is involved. We know they love white people, because why is there so many black folk? Quote, quote, air quotes, black folk in Minnesota. It's cold as crap. It is cold as crap up there. However, I wouldn't be surprised if they suggested it. They had her spearheaded, and she was like, "Well, I'm going to use these Negroes because they try to use me." And I don't care how it happened. We just know it happened, and we know why we can't get what we need. That's why we can't get grants. That's why we can't get the set asides that are, or literally set aside for us to benefit, because these folks have moved in position, and unfortunately, we put them there because we thought flat blackness was real, and they've undermined us ever since. Wearing chrome hearts and all that stuff, these empty buildings, people, came in and stealing documents because you're trying to keep the feds off your bumper. Yeah, whatever.
Protecting people who hate you doesn't make you a good person. It makes you stupid and dumb and easy fucking prey.
So I love that sister's energy. I love what she had to say. And she wasn't done because people kept coming for her in the comments. You know how it was. A lot, all of us are hip to that we are no longer accepting flat blackness. And we're going to people's pages and looking up where they are. I love how Twitter allows you to go see where somebody's tweeting from. Oh, it is wonderful. It is wonderful. We should have been had this going on. I love the lineation. And you should too.
I will be blocking any Black American that comes into my comments and tries to convince me that I'm supposed to care about people who don't give a fuck about me. I don't care about what you say. I don't care about what you do. I don't care about your virtual signaling. I don't care about your attempts of shaming. I don't care about your criticism. I don't care. You are not going to ever convince me that I am supposed to stand in defense of people who don't give a fuck about me simply because at first glance they look like me. Absolutely the fuck not.
By now, we all know about Huey Paul Sanchez trying to be the new Huey P. Newton. We know how Huey P. Newton's niece came out against him, how we all put him on blast. But we got some more information that some may not have had that I was able to obtain about this Paul Birdsong character. Check this out.
Can we please stop cosplaying Black revolutionary leaders from the past and just be yourself? Because this guy, Paul Birdsong, is now trying to reintroduce the Black Panther Party, and it's just not hitting for me. Whether it's Paul Birdsong or all the people online trying to mimic Malcolm X and be the 2.0 version of him, it's like you are never going to repeat that. And you know why you aren't going to be able to repeat that? Because that person was able to form their beliefs off of lived experiences. You are getting your experiences off of reading a fucking book. It is never going to be genuine because it is not a lived experience for you. You are just getting your information from a book. And that's why when you try and explain his teachings, it doesn't work. It doesn't hit because you are not the one that created it. And it's like the people that you hate, like me or others, that make their opinion based off their lived experience. That is why you hate us. You go and have to read a new chapter to get your opinion. We have to go through our lived experience. So like I said, whether it's Paul Birdsong trying to be the Black Panther Party or all you people online trying to be Malcolm X 2.0, you are never going to recreate that magic because they created that magic off of their lived experience. And you read a fucking book.
I told y'all in 2026, I'm not holding my tongue no more. I'm so sick of seeing this dude on my timeline talking about some Black Panther Party. This is Paul Birdsong. Just a year and a half ago, this man was trying his hardest to get into the rap industry. He was a rapper. This man was wearing 2 gang-affiliated colors, calling himself a rapper, trying to make it in the rap scene. I don't trust no man that wears 2 different gang-affiliated colors. On top of that, he pops up after a Caucasian woman was struck fatally by an ICE agent. Now, I find that very ironic because where have y'all been for like the past, 10, 12 years? And then he's out here telling people we should be holding ICE accountable. For what? For what? ICE has a job that is tasked to them by the President of the United States. I'm not getting in them folks' way. The task that they have or that they've been given has nothing to do with Black people or the Black community. That's nothing to do with us. We should not be out there interacting or trying to stop ICE from doing their job. They ain't got shit to do with us. if you really want to make an impact as the chairman of the Black Panther Party, go into black neighborhoods. Let's start getting rid of these gangs. Let's start getting rid of the crime. Let's start getting people some jobs, opportunities, housing. You know, folks in the black community, some of us, we ain't got food. Let's take care of the elders. Let's shape up the young minds of tomorrow. We have bigger fish to fry within our own community, but yet we're standing in front of federal agents telling other black Americans we need to hold these people accountable for what they're doing in the community, though what they're doing has nothing to do with us. Safe life repairs, safe lively place. You go in front of the federal agents with a fully automatic shotgun if you want to. Y'all know how them folks get down. They ain't got no problem putting nobody on a t-shirt. This is just an embarrassment to our ancestors, to the originators of the Black Panther Party, to the community, to the elders. This is a pure embarrassment. Y'all got that much energy, but y'all won't go put it back in the community. Instead, we'll go to another community to defend that community when our own community is crippling at the foundation. So no, we ain't following that. No, we ain't jumping in front of no ICE agents with no automatic shotguns talking about how we gonna do this and that and hold them accountable. We ain't doing that. If y'all wanna go out there and play Power Ranger, y'all go out there and play Power Ranger in front of them folks. Black Americans, we need to take care of our own communities and not worry about what they got going on because they ain't got nothing to do with us. Remember the motto 2026, we minding our business. I told y'all in 2026.
I need you guys to understand that Paul Birdsong, the guy who claims to run the Black Panthers out of Philadelphia, is a Fed, a grifter, or an idiot. No, I mean this literally. He has a video up on this app right now telling people who want to join his Black Panthers to just inbox him on TikTok with their name, phone number, and location so we can add them to a WhatsApp group. That is Fed activity. But wait, I'm going to show you his own words. This is from an article in the New Yorker where he described himself as a gang leader running bloods in multiple states. This man told the national press, I do racketeering. This is not someone you can organize under. Like, this man will get everybody sent to jail.
Who are these niggas? I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying?
like, we need to stay away from these niggas. Everyone say hi to Paul. Before he was cosplaying as a Black Panther, he wanted to be a rapper.
We got down in the rain, strap blocking thunder. Yeah. Hey yo, your gun clean cause you don't actually use it. No signs of use, that's a prop, not a tool.
Got the look of a diva. Dog got it all now, follow the procedure. I need you to leave your mind. But
we just trying to have fun. It don't matter what you claim, it don't matter where you from. Ribs on the grill, old schools in the parking lot, no squabbles in.
Now, did y'all also know this buddy is a predator? Yeah. He's a registered offender. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to his brother for obtaining this information. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I try to keep my ears to the TikTok streets to see what's happening, what's not happening. Yeah, but this dude is weird all the way around. He's trying to impersonate Black Americans. You got a problem. Well, you had to be registered for it. And you got her talking reckless. And then you didn't know if you want to be a blood or a crip. And your raps are whack. You 5 ways of messed up. I was going to say something else, but y'all know I'm trying not to cuss so much. So you 5 ways of effed up. And you think we're supposed to listen to you? And you came out of nowhere? Nigga, please.
All of y'all now are familiar with this guy right here, Paul Birdsong, the guy who's going around screaming he's the new chairman of the Black Panther Party. I want y'all to take a look at this footage right here that I found.
Chief of an interview we did 2 weeks ago with a protester. He talked about protesters in Portland being taken in unmarked vehicles by agents. But during the interview, he talks about gangs in Lansing.
You come try to snatch one of us, the rest of us gonna blast your. You better do that while we not with each other. And then you come to in Sandhurst with the Pyrus and the gangster disciples is linked up at and try to snatch somebody over there. I dare you. Make sure you get this in Sandhurst. That's Sandhurst. Come over there and try to take somebody.
Not only do we have that footage, but come to find out, your man's is a sexual offender. Sexual offender. Registered Register, sexual offender. He gotta register. He gotta register. This is why I keep telling y'all. Y'all keep trying to argue with me in the comments. Y'all have to stop blindly following people that just pop up out of nowhere with a cause. This man is an agent. He is an agent that is working for the government in some way, shape, or form. I do not believe this man has free will and he's out here making decisions on his own. I've seen him as a Pyru. I've seen him dressed as a Blood. I've seen him in a Malcolm X outfit. He has identity crisis. Huey P. Newton's daughter is filing a lawsuit against this man for using the Black Panther name and image. Would y'all please stop following false prophets? Don't J. Cole got a song about false prophets? Nothing that this man is doing is beneficial to the black community. Fighting and combating ICE is not beneficial to the black community. I don't care what no one has to say. And I got more information on Paul Birdsong. I ain't even dropped all the information I got more. And then there's more. But the more videos he make, the more videos I'm gonna make, because I'm not gonna let y'all follow no false prophet. I'm sorry. Y'all can call me a hater. Y'all can say I ain't doing nothing for the community, but I ain't no offender that needs to be registered out here talking about, so we need to protect the people from ICE. No, the people need to be protected from you, Mr. Birdsong. All of y'all now are familiar with this guy.
Now, family, I did tell you I had an update on Mr. Tendernism. So 2 things. One, looks like there was a lawyer outside of Destination Smokehouse that copyrighted Tendernism and tried to give it to Mr. Tendernism. He turned it down. We don't know this for sure, but this is what's been going out there. And so the lawyer decided to keep the copyright for himself. And he did this before the owner of Destination Smokehouse tried to do it. So that's my understanding of what's going on with that. However, he's still there. This video I'm showing you, this clip I'm showing you, is actually from about 5 to 6 days ago. A sister went out there and he came through, shook her hand, and got the hashtag Tendernism on his hoodie. So he's still there, but as we know, we're not seeing him in none of the clips and none of the videos. You know, he laid the groundwork. He did all the hard work, the heavy lifting, and of course the dominant society taking advantage. B1 family, going forward, we gotta protect our elders by being involved, trying to figure out what they're into, and keeping them from making ill-fated decisions that could affect generational wealth past what we're trying to get as far as reparations and the anti-black hate crime bill.
We went to Destination Smokehouse. Come along for the experience and the review. So right now you can see we're just walking in, checking out the scenery. You have to stand in a line before you can actually order your food. We tired, y'all. We've been standing in the line for like almost an hour. How you doing?
I know that's right. How you doing? All right? Yeah, go home. They gonna holler for you. Oh yeah.
That's it, B1 family. Until next time, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and keep it FBA black, because that's the only one that really matters.